Hello, my name is MALOU Perez-Nievera. Welcome to my kitchen. A few years ago, my daughter and I went to the Philippines and we had such wonderful time spent with family and friends. One of the highlights also of our trip was that my brother took us to Ilocos region. It was so nice because after so many years, we are trying to rediscover the beauty of the Philippines. We had a fun time in Ilocos region. We went to Batak, we went to Vigan, we rode those calesas, and it was such a fun experience. One of the fondest food memories that we had during that Ilocos trip was eating that iconic Ilocos empanada. So the recipe that I'm going to share with you is my take on the very popular street food in Ilocos, which is the Ilocos empanada. Alright, so let's go over our ingredients. For the dough, we need 2 cups of flour and then 1 stick of cold butter. It has to be really cold, so I just took that out from the fridge. And then to mimic the color of the empanada, I'm also including annatto powder, but that's optional. It's up to you guys. And then also an egg and a teaspoon of baking powder. And also, this is also very important, cold water. As you can see, there are ice chips in there because you want your water to be really cold. For the empanada filling, we have the longanisa. Longanisa, by the way, guys, is a Filipino sausage. So I'm linking down below the how to make longanisa, the video that I've shared a few years ago. Or if you want, you could go ahead and buy a store-bought one. Also, in the Ilocos empanada, they do have an egg. What I'm just gonna do is use quail egg because of the size of the empanada that I'll be making. And then lastly, we also need some mongo sprouts. In order for us to make empanada, we need a few gadgets, and my favorite is the empanada maker. That you could find this online. It makes making empanada so much fun and easy. Also, you need a pastry cutter, but for those of you who doesn't have any pastry cutter like myself, you could use 2 forks instead. And then, lastly, you also need a rolling pin. I have a story to tell you guys about this rolling pin. This was given to me by my son. See, my son who used to live with us, he saw me struggle with my old rolling pin, which is just like a wooden piece of wood. When he left for New York, I was surprised to see this on my table, which said that, "Mom, for you not to struggle anymore with that rolling pin, I got you a legit one." So this rolling pin reminds me of my son, so I hid it because I didn't want to, miss him. And after so many months, I couldn't find it, so it's only my first time to use this rolling pin today. Let's make our dough. So we need 2 cups of flour, butter. So again, as I mentioned, the butter should be really, really cold, and you have to slice it into like half an inch. Just press it like that, and you will be able to get a sand consistency. At this point that I'm doing this, I also would like to add the annatto powder to, give that orangey look that the empanada in Ilocos have. You could also use your mixer, but for me, I prefer using my hands because it makes me feel like I'm just playing in my kitchen. Okay, so this is how your flour and butter will look like. And then now it's time for us to add the baking powder. And then do the same thing. Mix it thoroughly. First, you dig a hole, like so. And then you crack your egg and put it there. And mix it together. Also, we need 1/3 cup of water, but you have to put it little by little. So what you're trying to achieve is like the consistency of a Play-Doh. Just continue to just massage it. until it forms that way. The secret to a flaky empanada is the dough. It has to be cold. So what we're gonna do is put this in the fridge for like 20 to 30 minutes before we make it into an empanada. So we're gonna wrap it with saran wrap, and then we store it in the fridge for 20 to 30 minutes. So it's been 30 minutes and it looks like our dough has set, so we're ready to work on it. First is to apply flour into your cutting board so that your dough won't stick. Also go ahead and put some flour into your rolling pin. Then what I want to do is to have a small like a golf ball like piece, and then roll it. And then get your empanada maker, put it like so. Then make sure to put just enough longanisa. I'm putting like a teaspoon of it. And then on the other side is the mango sprouts. And then in the middle is the quail egg. Fold it. Then what I love about this empanada maker is that it seals it off. There. So again, let's make another one. As I've said, get a size of a golf ball and then just roll it. Technique also is that you could also seal it with water. If you don't have any empanada maker, this is how to do it. First is to flatten your dough, or it depends on the size that you want. So this could do, and make like a disc like that. Ready to put the longanisa in, and then the egg, and also the bean sprouts. Now all you need to do is to seal it with water around the edges. Then fold it. Then seal it like that. And then all you need is a fork. Then press it down like so to seal it off. Easy, right? There you go. If you also want to do it all at the same time, get your bowl of dough, and then all you need to do is just roll it. Start in the middle, one side, work on the other side, and then work on the other side again until it flattens. Could go ahead and bake this one for 375 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes. But in true Ilocano empanada fashion, I'm going to fry it. Alright, so we're ready to fry because the oil is already hot. And then since our longanisa is cooked, frying doesn't take that long. Go. This is so good. I mean, it's flaky on the outside and it's so soft inside. Because I love the longanisa and the munggo sprouts. It brings a little crunchiness to it. I just love everything about it. It literally took me back to Ilocos. This was such a fun cooking segment. I truly enjoyed it. I hope you did too. So this is MALOU saying, hanggang sa muli, that's sarap!